Previously, in our last episode...
I bet you were the brightest in your class, weren't you?
And just ahead...
Bye, bitch!
OG Creations is filmed before a live studio audience of two cats. G here from OG Creations. Greetings from the Emerald City. Way back in 2003, you could walk up to any younger gay man and have an hour-long conversation about three more things.
Number 1.
That Britney and Madonna VMAs moment.
Do it! Just do it!
Number 2, clam chowder condom.
Anything related to America's Next Top Model.
Be quiet, but everybody be quiet! That's what is wrong with you, but you're not. Stop it!
Bye, bitch!
3, there's a magic number.
And the new Broadway musical Wicked. The chemistry between Kristen and Adina on the cast album, perfection. And here we are, 21 years later, finally getting the movie version. And I'm betting that hour-long conversation now with any older gay man will be that no movie musical in all of history will ever hit the tragic lows of Into the Woods.
Why?
And,
Absolutely missed an opportunity of having Jonathan Bailey play Fiyero completely naked.
Oh yeah.
Conjure your biggest bubble and climb inside and get ready to become popular with this tie-dye dedicated to Glinda. We are going to mix up 3 different shades of bubbles and blow our way into this Glinda-fied, precious pink creation. Before we get started, I humbly ask that if you like this video, please hit the like button, leave a comment or two, and subscribe to my channel. Your help will be greatly appreciated. Start mixing up your bubble solution. In each of my mixing cups, I add 4 teaspoons of dye powder, 1/4 teaspoon of sodium alginate, and 6 ounces of concentrated bubble solution. I mix these together with my spoon. My milk frother made it way too bubbly. Once mixed, I let it rest for about 1 to 2 hours until they are slightly thickened. When I decided to dedicate 2 videos to the new Wicked movie, I, of course, wanted something pink and bubbly to represent Glinda. I researched other methods for tie-dye that felt like bubbles, and then stumbled across one that used actual bubbles. That would be really fun to play with, but personally I wasn't a fan of that method's final result, and the recipe for that mixed solution was... bad. Reminder. I'm a chef by trade.
Gay spaghetti chef.
So following recipes is something I'm trained to do, and this one needs some work. I tried it multiple times with the exact ingredients shown, and it never worked for me. Most likely the issue here is your final solution is dependent on the moisture content of each of those individual ingredients. All Dharma dyes are slightly different. Some are drier, some are a little bit more clammy. Some bubble solutions are more concentrated, some are watered down. Same goes for your dish soap. Then you're bringing in corn syrup, glycerin, and algae thickener. For me, it was way too much for not wanting that same end result. I decided to play with it and came up with this one. Warning. If you were wanting your end result to look like a stamped perfect circle, this is not going to be the tutorial for you.
And none for Gretchen Wieners. Bye.
I start with a Hanes 100% cotton tee that has been soaked in a soda ash bath for 25 minutes. You are going to want your shirt to be pretty wet here. I place the wet shirt on my plastic foam core board that I have covered with an outdoor garbage bag and taped it securely around the board. I smooth out all the wrinkles. And then it's time to start blowing a lot of bubbles. Another warning. This gets really messy. Just saying. I start with my lightest shade first, baby pink. I'll then transfer to bubblegum, and then finally dragon fruit. I let the shirt set for about 2 hours. I do the same with the briefs. I stretch men's 95% cotton, 5% spandex briefs on a smooth plastic cutting board. I wipe up the surface around the shirt and then carefully flip the shirt over. I smooth out the wrinkles on the back and cover it again as I did the front. For the briefs, I wanted to make sure that there were no wrinkles in the pouch area, but I also needed to be smart that I used something that was non-absorbent, and balloons were the answer. Once everything was covered in bubbles, they were all set aside for 48 hours to cure in the 70-degree space. Everything was rinsed in cold water, and then I slowly increased the temperature to hot to ensure that all the soda ash had been removed. These will take longer to rinse due to all the bubble solution used. They were super sudsy. They were then ran through the laundry using a cold water cycle and then a hot water cycle. After being dried, ironed, and placed into inventory, I added them to my Etsy store ready to purchase. You can get these and similar items by clicking the link above or by visiting ogcreationstore.etsy.com. And if you like this one, make sure to check out the other video I just dropped dedicated to Elphaba. This was a very interesting process to play with. Needing the shirts to be so wet to quote-unquote capture your bubble also means the dye particles have moisture to ride on until they decide to deposit themselves. I actually love how the different shades seem to be floating both individually and yet somehow together on the fabric. I can't wait to play with this technique a little bit more to see what I can do with it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please make sure to like and subscribe. And while you're at it, who is your favorite, Glinda or Elphaba? Let me know in the comment section below by either a pink or green heart. I'll see you next week.